It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. Brought to you by ProMed Ambulance Services, care you can count on, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. This virtuoso guitarist combined blues, rockabilly, jazz, and country to create a musical style he called redneck jazz. In a career that was tragically cut short by death, Danny Gatton was one of the most respected musicians in the business. Using a Fender Telecaster as an instrument of choice, he was sometimes called the Telemaster and the world's greatest unknown guitarist. Daniel Wood Gatton Jr. was born in Washington, D.C. on September 4th, 1945. The son of a rhythm guitarist, Gatton started playing at the age of 9. For 4 years, starting 1960, he played jazz guitar with the Offbeats, then worked as a session musician in Nashville. When he returned to Washington, he drew attention in the 1970s as a member of Liz Meyer and Friends and other local bands. In 1975, he released his debut album, American Music, followed by Redneck Jazz 3 years later. The latter, that's Latter, with pedal steel guitarist Buddy Emmons appearing as a guest. He founded the band The Redneck Jazz Explosion. Although Gatton could play most genres of music, he was primarily known as a country and rockabilly guitarist. He toured with country singer Roger Miller and rockabilly singer-musician Robert Gordon. Guitarist Amos Garrett called him the Humbler for his ability to defeat other guitarists in head-cutting jam sessions. On this point, however, Gatton declared, "The biggest humbler to me, of all time, would be Lenny Breau. He was the best I have ever seen." By the way, Breau, as in Lenny Breau, is spelled B-R-E-A-U. In 1987, 9 years after his previous album, Gatton released Unfinished Business, an eclectic collection of pop, rock, and country music that Guitar World magazine named the 10th best album of the 1980s. Although he never released a major label album up to that point, Gatton finally landed a deal with one such label, Elektra Records, which released 88 Elmira Street in 1991, another eclectic mix of musical styles, which contained a cover version of the theme song from the animated TV series The Simpsons. That year, Gatton's Elmira Street Boogie received a Grammy nomination for Best Rock Instrumental Performance. By the way, the album's title is a reference to Gatton's childhood home. He turned toward jazz for the albums New York Stories and Relentless. On October 4th, 1994, Danny Gatton locked himself in the garage on his farm in Newburgh, Maryland, and committed suicide by gunshot. He was 49 years old. Although he left no note nor explanation, family members and close friends believe he suffered from depression for many years. Friend and drummer Dave Elliott said that he thought Gatton had suffered from depression since they met more than 20 years earlier. When Rolling Stone magazine selected the 100 greatest guitarists of all time in 2003, senior editor David Fricke ranked Gatton 63rd on his ballot. In 2010, Gibson.com ranked Gatton as the 27th best guitarist of all time. His admirers have included Les Paul, Arlen Johns, Vince Gill, Slash, Lou Reed, Buckethead, Steve Vai, James Burton, and Bill Kirchen, the former guitarist for Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen, whose live show includes an extended version of their hit, a cover of Hot Rod Lincoln, which performs many recognizable country, blues, pop, and rock guitar riffs. In January 1995, less than a year after Danny Gatton's death, the Tramps nightclub in New York organized a 3-night tribute to Gatton featuring dozens of Gatton's musical admirers, the highlight of which was a 20-minute performance by Les Paul, James Burton, Arlen Roth, and Albert Lee. Those shows, with all musicians performing for free, raised $25,000 for Gatton's wife and daughter. Until next time, I'm Price Robertson, leaving you with just a taste of Danny Gatton.